Hello and welcome to Flex Fitness. In today's video, we're going to talk about the top 3 stretches that men and women can do on a daily basis that they're going to get the most benefit out of. Now remember, stretching is something that we should do on a daily basis to get the maximum benefits so that your muscles don't assume that resting length from the workouts you're doing or your everyday activities, whether it be yard work or the job you're doing. So the first stretch here is going to be a sit and reach stretch, okay? We've all done this one, but it's one that really focuses into that posterior chain all the way from our heels all the way up to our lower back here, okay? So the first thing we want to do is take a seat. We're going to put one leg in like this. Sometimes you'll see people put in a leg like back like that. That's called contraindicated, so it's actually doing something bad for you while doing something good. So we want to try and reduce that happening. So we're going to bring our foot in like this. I want to make sure that our foot isn't rotated out like that. We want it pointing straight up. Now the goal is to keep our leg flat at all times, okay? You're going to have that tendency to want to reach with the same arm to the same leg. You'll feel a mild stretch here. But the way that the origins and insertions of our hamstring muscles, our calf muscles, and into our glutes is we want to be squared up so that we're pulling all those muscles and ligaments and tendons to their full range of motion, so we're getting a truer stretch through that whole muscle body. So the idea is that we're eventually going to reach our toes and beyond. But I don't want to sacrifice technique, so I don't want the leg lifting up or rotating out with the foot. Keep one hand here to keep a little pressure pushing down and reaching across your body. And you're going to feel a tightness in here as well if you're extremely tight in that area. And that's fine, okay? And we're going to hold this and keep breathing, exhaling. Rule of thumb is 30 seconds. After you've done your exercise at the end of the day, whatever it may be. Same thing goes for this leg, opposite hand, opposite leg, toes straight up, leg flat, reaching. Now you're gonna feel this in through the calf as well. We can point our foot if we wanna just feel this more into the hamstring. But it's good to do both. And again, 30 seconds, okay? So that's our first stretch. The second one here is gonna focus into our glutes, the piriformis, which is a very small muscle, deep to your glutes, right above the head of the femur. It can push on that sciatic nerve, which can cause that tingling sensation, a little bit of uncomfortable pain. So if we would keep that piriformis and our glutes and our hamstrings loose, then we're gonna reduce the chance of that happening. And this one for me, if you ever experience your lower back tightens up, for no reason or periodically throughout the year, this one really helps to reduce that happening as well as to remedy that lower back tightness and pain. So what we want to do is get our knee on the mat like this. Ideally we're keeping a 90-degree angle here. As you get better at this, you'll be able to do that. We want to keep that knee so it's in the middle of our chest, and I'm going to bring my hips over so I'm square to the ground. And then taking most of my body weight with my arms here and breathe into that, okay? Again, 30 seconds. You can see my hand here because there's gonna be a tendency that your leg's gonna wanna bend. If we put our hand right there, we're gonna get a better stretch. Bring those hips over. Try and keep your knee contact in the ground in 30 seconds. So you're a bit of a pretzel position here. And you can gradually get better at that by letting your knee bend a little bit more. And then, but the biggest thing is keeping those hips square to the ground, so we're really focusing into those glutes and into that piriformis, okay? So you would do again 30 seconds on that leg, 30 seconds on the other leg. If you have a massage table or a table that's at that proper height, so just below hip height, that's a great way to do this stretch as well if you can't get into it on the ground. Our third stretch of the day is going to be with a broomstick. So give me 2 seconds. That was slightly graceful. And more than 2 seconds. So good old broomstick here, dollar store broomstick. This one here we can lengthen it out so we got a longer wingspan, and especially if you're a little tighter in through the upper back and shoulder area. This one, again, every day. This one's more of a dynamic stretch. You can do it slowly, hold it at the end. So all I want you to do is come all the way back, touch the bar to your back, and come forward, and that's one. As you get better and better at this, doing it more often, you'll be able to come in tighter, and you can mark this just with a marker so you can see your progression, okay? But this is something where we're gonna do 1 and 2, and I've got you doing 20 reps of that one. So that's our third stretch for men and women to do on a daily basis, and you will get the benefits from this, I guarantee, okay? So I had you doing those 3 exercises consecutively. Grab a sip of water, then do them 2 more times. So 3 sets of all 3 exercises. For any questions on this video today or any of our other videos, just click on that link below. And have a great day. Remember, stretch daily, keep smiling. Thank you.